Okay.
Three, two, one. Ibn, we finally made it happen. How are you, sir?
Good morning, Leon. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. So tell the audience who you are.
All right. So, my name is Ibn Talal, director and owner of Trulog, and I'm based in Singapore. I'm Belgian. I came here about 15 years ago, and now, yeah, Trulog is 9 years old. So things are running very fast.
Good. So TrueLog is an eight-figure business, mostly working on the Asia region. And we've been working together for about 3 to 4 months
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We started in September 24, and now it's January. Damn.
already. And
Yeah.
and tell us why did you join? So what was on your mind when you decided to come to Selfmastered?
That's a very good question. Um, I had just done about 2 years of life coach
Hmm.
uh, classes. And when I thought that I was quite stable on the personal front in terms of, where you're personally going to, I was introduced by a very close friend of mine, Jonas Mertens, I think, who did your initiation course many, many years ago. I'm talking about 5 or 6 years ago.
Hmm.
He always kept raving about it. Uh, and I wasn't sure exactly what I was looking for. I was in my mind telling myself, I'm looking for time management, I'm looking for, communication courses. And he's somebody whose judgment I respect a lot. And he was like, hey, why don't you look at Self-Mastered? And then we had a call, and I straight away started, yeah, with it. Didn't think too much about it. Yeah, just went ahead with it.
Love it. And what did you find? Because we're very different from anything in the market.
Yes, it definitely is. Uh, I wasn't sure what to expect, and I probably thought it was going to be like, how do you run business? What are the ABCs that you have to do? How do you optimize your time? Um, it's, of course, not at all like that. Uh, I definitely did not expect it to be as spiritual as it gets, which is good, because if you would have told me spiritual stuff beforehand, I swear I probably wouldn't have subscribed. So it's kind of a uh, yeah, a happy surprise, because this way I not just get to learn about things I otherwise would never have learned about, but I can really see the value in it. And as you mentioned, there are no business problems; there are only personal problems, which is also very clear. Like uh, my company, TrueLog, can't see, right? They have to see through my eyes and through Vicky's eyes, and through our brains and through our emotions and how we experience the world. So it's really about optimizing, you know, oneself, rather than optimizing any business processes, which probably everybody else, teaches. Like everybody in the world, you go online, they will say, "Oh yeah, time management," um, uh, but that's not really what is most important. It's really how you optimize your mental and spiritual behavior.
I love that you say that because it is so true. So first of all, it's very true that I can never lead with the spirituality side because then you guys freak out. But
Mhm.
once you are in the program, you realize that you truly are the source of every decision in your business. And if you optimize how you see yourself, how you manage your thought patterns, how you don't let emotions interfere with your judgment, everything else naturally improves and the business naturally grows. And coming from an accomplished eight-figure entrepreneur who's been 10 years or 9 years building this business means a lot because it proves the point that at some point you hit that performance kind of bottleneck. And the way out is not working harder, is mastering yourself, right?
Correct, correct. The mastering yourself part, mastering the gap between the self and the mind,
I love that.
is really that part, module 2, blew my mind. That part absolutely blew my mind. Um, so yeah, I think that's actually the number one point that everybody should realize, that you are not your body, you're not your mind, you are yourself, and that everything comes from there. That's
Exactly.
what self is about.
And how does that shape your role as a CEO? Managing people, managing yourself, making decisions, being more productive. How does that evolve?
I think it leads me to leading a less reactive life. So I don't need to react on anything immediately. Um, and even the reactions that are being triggered through emotions or through my conditioned behavior is not who I am. That's simply how I've been conditioned. And the way that I react to something immediately is not what I stand for. It could be for a variety of other reasons, right? Emotions and behaviors. Uh, so that realization gives you a lot more power about the situation that you're going to go in. You can compartmentalize your yourself, your reactions much better. Yeah, so I think that is probably the biggest immediate consequence of it. So it gives you more power on how you're going to react into certain situations, um, and the fact that you can train how you're going to react on situations. In the beginning of the course, we kind of track a variety of metrics, right? Like what is my attention span, which is absolutely terrible, and a variety of other factors. And I'm quite curious by mid and end of the course how they are going to have evolved, uh, and therefore how does my natural reaction, how is that going to evolve, right? When things uh, arise. Yeah.
Love it. And how has that changed? Because we run a very intense analysis. I told you that this was different from any life coaching or anything. It really is very deep, but we also get the metrics, right? And if you have to judge your, productive output, how much hours in focus do you get? How does that change? Did you double? Did you triple? The ring fence session have been working for you? How has your overall kind of productivity and achievement changed?
Mm, uh, I think the number one bottleneck that we have tackled
Hmm.
uh, has been what is your purpose and what is a
Hmm.
long-term focus of the business so that you can see what to focus on and what not. And by having clarified that, by having that crystal clear, and by having that agreed by the owners of the company, um, all the rest becomes more clear. So I'm able to talk to my division managers and also tell them, look, we have all agreed that this is the long-term goal. So now you also have the tools to start making all these other smaller or medium decisions with the same long-term goal in mind. So other issues that are going to come along are not big issues anymore because they are aligned. You know how to deal with it almost naturally if they're aligned with the bigger purpose. But they would be big issues. They could even be breaking points if you don't have that longer term vision there. So, in having agreed upon the long term vision and having made, that we made some big changes, right? Like we really changed all our departments geographically uh, into aligning them with the long term vision. Yeah, that will probably already triple, quadruple the efficiency already after now 3 4 months, right? We're now uh, we made these changes in December, so we're going to assess them by end of Feb. But already now we can see huge efficiencies that are being created. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that already the investment has been worth it, and we still have about 3 quarters to go, or at
Exactly.
least to
Across the whole company. So how many people you have right now, more or less?
30.
But see, that's incredible. You see how you changing something within your mind, in this case, the vision and how you're going to be getting there affects 30 people and changes productivity of 30 people. It's wild
Yeah,
if you think about it, right?
yeah. That's why it's better that I guess owners, directors, or top managers do it because they will also how they how their outlook will impact more people right below them. So
Absolutely.
um, yeah,
Absolutely. Excited for you, man. Because now is when the rubber meets the road, and 2025 is about very violent execution on the vision that we set together.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So let's see.
And who do you think needs this transformation? Who do you think this is for?
Mm, hmm. The spiritual part for everyone,
Hmm.
uh, and especially people who think they are too busy, but actually you're not busy at all. If you don't fix certain foundations in your mental and spiritual thinking pattern, then you are simply going to be wasting a lot of time in the wrong uh, areas in life. Like for me, I was thinking, oh, my communication management sucks because I was not able to pass because what I'm saying did not get executed,
Hmm.
or maybe people interpret it wrongly. So I put the blame on myself, saying, "Oh, maybe I'm not a good communicator, right?" Or too many meetings run over and so on. Oh, I have to fix my time management. But that's like putting a band-aid on the issue, and you're not fixing the big picture, which is you yourself, the way how you deal with things. At all. But people can't see that. I couldn't see that. Um, and people tend to not want to change those things and to continue to put band-aids. That's typical for everyone, myself included. So yeah, having changed something internally will prevent me from having to put many more band-aids, right? So if you feel that you're in the same situation as this, and there's going to be so many people that feel like this, yeah, then this is going to be a good course. But definitely, it's also more for this course is more for business people. This is not for somebody who's going to seek spiritual,
Hmm.
enlightenment, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, so the spiritual tools that we give you is to understand yourself as not the mind and then make the right choices within the mind, thoughts,
Mhm.
emotions, and behaviors to drive the results you need. So it's very deep stuff, but it's very practical because we do it in a way just like elite athletes do it. And if you read CEO autobiographies, they all talk variation of this, of compartmentalizing their mind, of knowing where to pay attention to. There's just a guy who just published a book. He's called Bradley Jacobs. He's founded 5 or 6 billion dollar companies, and he devotes a lot of time to what he discusses as rearranging his mind. It's how he frames
Mhm.
what the spiritual side of what we're discussing now. He discusses it from a psychological terminology, but it's the same principle. Is in order to really drive incredible results in business, I need to first learn how to manage my mind in a way that helps me, that goes for you. If I am afraid, if I am overwhelmed, if I procrastinate, if I don't say the things I know I need to say to the people I need to say them to, if I don't make the right decisions because I'm fearful, your business is gonna not gonna grow.
Like feedback loop.
But most people never see it, which is why,
Mhm.
you know. But I'm very excited to jump in up to 9 years in business, right? That tells me that, I mean, we help people at eight-figure level, a lot of them. But I really love it because it means that if you've gone to 8 figures without it, then now, especially re-architecting and the whole company, then the vision has to be massive. It has to be massive because you have the ability to do it.
Yeah, correct, correct. And I think now that our foundations are put with the long-term view in mind, it's going to be much easier to add volume on it. Previously, I'm responsible commercially, I was adding volume onto a system that was not optimized at all. So then obviously you're getting stuck, right? Um, so now that these are put into a direction with a long-term view in mind, I'm sure that we're going to be able to add a lot more volume and things are going to smoothly run without the departments, being confused as to why this, why that. No, the long-term vision is clear. Everybody knows what to do. Here's more work. Um, yeah, that's
Exactly.
how I see it.
And that's exactly how it is. And at some point, you're going to hit a roadblock because you're going to be at a level of where you've never been before, and that's going to trigger your mind. And you're going to be able to control the mind, see the facts, make the right choice, and continue. And your competitors will be stuck, not knowing what to do. right?
Yeah, indeed.
And
Spiritually stuck.
spiritually and mentally stuck, right? Because
Yeah.
the business schools don't teach this.
Mhm.
I'm a professor at business school, and I still don't have the class on peak performance. You believe that? Still haven't got that class.
Mhm.
If anyone is on, last question, anyone is on the fence, what would you tell them? When do you think it is a good time for someone to do a self-mastery?
If somebody's on the fence, what would you tell them? Hmm, that's a very good question. Some people don't really want to be helped, right? Uh, I think if you are very curious about how you can expand your own limits and how you can continue to move forward, then you should join. Uh, it's kind of the perfect mix of self exploration and business exploration combined in one. I'm very sure the people that feel that they are stuck, they're also going to be interested, to be helped. If you don't want to be helped, yeah, then there's nothing anybody can tell you. Uh, Nothing's going to help, right? So,
Exactly. Exactly.
mhm.
Ibn, absolute pleasure. Thank you for jumping in, sharing your
Thank
experience.
you.
And now let's draw the 2025 Q1 roadmaps. Let's really
All
get
right.
more done in the next 3 months than in the past 12 months. That's the whole goal. Thank you very much
Let's do
again
it.
for jumping
Thanks,
in.
Leon. Cheers. Yeah.
Cheers. Bye.